Alright, so today we're getting into the form tolerances in technical drawing using AutoCAD. And of course, these lectures are meant for very young students right after they come out from the high school into college. And of course, this is the reason why the first level might be very easy for those of you who are professional. So anyway, these are basic, the foundations. And here in this chapter, we're going to cover the form tolerances, the shape control, without the location. Okay, we call the form tolerances. Sorry, somebody came and I stopped it. So anyway, so the form tolerances, they control only the shape. Okay, they don't control the location. So that's the very important point that you need to know. And then, of course, it is a foundation of the inspection, accuracy or quality control. Quality control is always there for any of the manufacturing, okay? We can't get rid of it. It's always there, very powerful, by the way. So AutoCAD Lab 9 is what you're going to do, accompanying this, of course, lecture. And we will get into annotation and hatch. So by the time you finish Lab 12, you should be able to draw everything that we cover in this course, okay? So what are form tolerances? So we have 4 types of form tolerances. So these are the form tolerance control. They are straightness, your flatness, your circularity, and your cylindricity. Okay, your circularity is for the roundness, cylindricity is the roundness and the straightness. So here you can see the symbols, what we use. And of course, they're going to control the shape only. They do not use the datums, and they're going to apply directly to the feature, okay? Make sure that we're doing nothing in measurement, okay? We're just looking at, and we are making sure the shapes are straight, the shapes are flat, the shapes are round, and the shapes are in cylinder, okay, form. So here, for symbol-wise, of course, we flatness, roundness, oh my gosh, it's too fast. Flatness, roundness, okay, and then straightness and the cylinders. We check these form tolerances. Tolerance mean nothing but we're just making a little range, okay, going from here to there is my actual part in there in that range, okay. So that's what we're doing for. I think some students have issue understanding tolerance because of the name. It's just making you difficult to tolerate, but it's just a range, okay. You're gonna have a range. You're gonna have a range, and we're basically looking at that range. So here, let me show. You're gonna have a range like this, okay, and it will give you the entire range, let's say 0.1, okay, gap, and your actual part gotta stay in there. If your actual part came out like that, okay, this part would be extra, and that will violate your tolerance, okay, allowance. So therefore you're gonna have to either erase that or delete, okay, so one or the other, you're gonna have to do it. Okay, we don't want to do rework me, you're gonna scrap, okay, this defective part, and then you're gonna rebuild or remanufacture. But if you just machine this out, this thing will go in like this, okay, and it's still okay, because as long as it is in the 0.1, then we are going to assume, let's say we're looking for the straightness of this form, and we will say the straightness is acceptable. Yeah, of course, here we can take a look at it, because if you have a form tolerance error, you will definitely, your machine or your part will definitely get, or your assembly will get vibration. You're going to have poor fit, you're going to have excessive wear, and of course you will definitely failed inspection. Right now we're showing like the fit is really bad. It's supposed to be fitting like that, but right now you're going to have like a big giant gap right there. So this is definitely not a good fit. Okay, so the correct size is not equal to the correct part. Okay, correct part. They're not the same. So the correct size is not equal to the correct part. Size is size, how big something is. The correct part has all the features right in there. Okay, so they're totally different. And of course, the four core form controls, academically we draw like this with exaggerated diagram. Your straightness controls the bending. So it's got to be totally straight. Of course, this is so exaggerated, so you can see the very imperfection of that surface, a line on the surface, okay, is going to be your straightness. And your tolerance zone is from here to here. We call it range, we call it zone, it's the same thing. Yeah, the middle part is where your actual inspecting, or the part that you're inspecting is going to be there, okay, and you are looking at it is going to be inside of your tolerance zone. That's all. Yeah, tolerance zone is not plus or minus. Tolerance zone is from plus to the minus, yeah, the whole thing. So you're gonna have like -1 to 0, 0 to 1. So you will have, let's say, 2, okay, unit of tolerance zone, like that, because 1 on each side of the 0. And of course your actual part is going to hang around the 0 up and down, okay, but you cannot go over +1, you cannot go under -1, okay, whatever the unit is going to be. Okay, circularity, the same thing, like this. Your tolerance zone is here, and your actual part got to fit in there. If your actual part comes out, the machine out, yeah, to put it back into the zone. So you will have your quality control, okay? Go, correct? Go mean go, not go means like a quality pass or not pass. Okay, so flatness is going to be like this, and the same thing for flatness, we go the entire surface, the entire plane. Straightness, just a line, okay, line on any of the surface, any line, any different patterns. The circularity, the same thing, we're looking at the roundness of a circle. Of course, the tolerance zone will be in it. Your cylindricity, we're looking at the straightness and the roundness. Okay, so roundness at the end, because it has the two circles at the end of a cylinder. This is a barrel-shaped cylinder, and of course the wall of the cylinder are also very important, because we draw an imaginary line, and that line got to be straight, okay, and got to be in a straightness zone, roundness zone. Your circle of the cylinder got to be in it. All right, then how form tolerances are applied. So of course here you will definitely need something called a box. A box is a feature control frame, and it looks like this, to put in the symbol and of course the tolerance, all right, number. So we draw the symbol like that, and then of course we draw the symbol like that, and then see this little two rectangle box. So the first symbol is the line, so we draw straight, and then of course the second symbol is going to be the number. 0.1 is your tolerance zone, okay. All right, and of course it would be applied directly to a feature. So if you're looking at a line on your drawing, then we call that, like we will write this little box, okay, like this. Here is a 2-compartment box, and the first compartment contains the straightness symbol. The second compartment contains the tolerance zone, all right, measurement, which is 0.1. Okay, so they may control the surfaces or axis. So there's no datum reference, because we're not measuring the size of any of the feature on that part. We're just looking at the shape of the part, okay, and make sure the shapes are in good shape. Okay, common mistakes, make sure you avoid these. So adding the datum to form the tolerance. So if you add the datum, let me see my pen here, okay. So here is your tolerance control frame like this, right? So we're dealing with the circularity, and then in this example you have like a 0.02. You don't have to measure how far away that hole for the circle is from a datum, okay, a datum plane, or okay, here is a plane, primary plane, so primary datum A. We don't need this, okay, so I don't want to see this. If you give me that, it's automatically wrong. See, there's nothing, just the first box and the second box. You have the first box symbol, the second box, you have your tolerance zone right there, right? So make sure you understand, do not add the datum. This is called datum, yeah, to form tolerance. Over tightening the tolerance. Do not over tighten the tolerance, okay? Just use what's given to you. Using form tolerance when size is enough. And of course, you don't have to apply the foam tolerance if your size is okay, pretty good. You don't really need to put in another tolerance zone to widen, okay, which you already have a good fit size, okay. So if your size is already enough in your drawing or your inspection, we don't have to use a foam tolerance again. You know, we don't have to do another inspection again. So ignoring the inspection capability, no good. So make sure you are aware of what you have been inspected and what's been passed. Okay, if the size passed, then we don't have to do the foam tolerance, right? Like that. So make sure you're aware of where you are in the manufacturing process. Of course, this is your feature control frame, is this whole thing, okay? And this is your first box, and that's a symbol. And then of course the second box is your tolerance zone. Your tolerance zone. And this one is your symbol, okay? Straightness example is this, the straightness of a shaft. Part description, a cylindrical shaft that must not bend excessively, okay? So that is the part that we're dealing with. So we have a cylindrical shaft and we have to do the straightness on it. Just because you have a cylinder, don't think like you're gonna have to do, just do what's been asking you to do. In this example, it's asked for the straightness. So we have a cylinder. Okay, make sure you draw when you read. So we have a cylinder. Cylinder has walls, okay, so we can draw a line, and then of course we can check the straightness of that line, okay. Of course, here we usually draw like this, okay. So here, let's just get this. Here is your straight, okay, wall, and we gotta make sure that it is straight, okay. So we usually, of course, get just a line edge in there, and then of course we want to make sure that that is within the tolerance zone, okay. So here straightness, the symbol is this, and the tolerance zone is 0.10. So make sure you draw the long rectangle side view for this example, and this is your kind of like your textbook example, okay. So you will draw this your side view, okay, long rectangle side view, and then of course you're going to add the center line, and then of course you are long rectangle, meaning like if you have like a side view, okay, you will be, let's say we're positioning the cylinder, okay, like this, and you look at it from the right side, and we draw it just like this, okay. Of course we put the center line right here where the axis is. So that's what it is saying. So make sure you practice how to be able to mentally, okay, see it in our brain, so that way we know what we're drawing. So anyway, so this is your cylinder, and this is what we say, yeah, rectangular way of that would drawing, so a long rectangle side view. So when you do your exercise, make sure you draw that, and then at the center line, yeah, and then show the straightness tolerance zone, which is a little, of course, two box, yeah, feature control frame right there. And then of course in this case you have like a whatever tolerance 0.10. Just go with the textbook example tolerance value, and make sure you keep the sketch simple. Alright, so what do we have to care about? You have to make sure that the form tolerances control only shape. No datum required because we're not measuring, so we don't need the reference plane to measure from. Reference planes are where you have your zero, and then of course you're going to prevent the vibration, and also we need to avoid the poor fit. So simple controls is going to solve your major problems. Okay, so here is another feature control frame. This, okay, rectangular box is your feature control frame. So you have your flatness, and then you have your tolerance zone. I'm talking about this again and again, so you should be able to get it. And don't tell me I don't know what the feature control frame is, because this is your feature control frame. Okay. Alright, so form tolerances are simple but also incredibly powerful because they control the form. And form is very important for visualization of the product. Okay, so they protect the function or mechanical function without, of course, complicating the entire drawing. So form tolerance is very important. Straightness zone, here is another part that we're drawing, and of course we make it a little bit big so you can see the zone right there, because this zone doesn't exist, but we're just drawing. The line also doesn't exist, we're just checking the straightness of it. So where you will be using your straightness dial indicator, yeah, on it, and then you will be pushing this a little slot, okay, light part. So your dial indicator is going to be on here, yeah, with a tip right there, and then of course it has a dial, and then you will be pushing this part like that, and it is measuring the straightness of that, yeah. So if you have like a bumpy, like a surface, so the line will go, so your dial indicator will ditch like that and then go up. So you're going to see your measurement go down, measurement go up here, measurement go up there in the dial indicator, okay? And that's how we measure the straightness. So straightness control is going to create a tolerance zone, and the axis got to remain within that zone, okay? And it will definitely control the bending only. Of course, we do not need the datum, so we only have two boxes in our control frame. Okay, here let's just make up a tolerance zone like this. So this gap is 0.1, yeah, we just made that up. So your actual straightness gotta stay in there, okay? All right, that's it for the form tolerances, and we will get into Lab 9 AutoCAD. For 101, you will have only just a introduction, overview of your tolerances. In 201, we go into details. So anyway, so Lab 9 is your AutoCAD, and we will touch up with the text, styles, your multi-line tags, your leaders, and then your hatch patterns, your hatch scale controls, very important, yeah. And then of course we will hatch the closed area. We will study the styles, all right, commands, your set current or create new, and then of course we will control the font, the height, the width factor, and the text effects. Multi-line text is your M text command is. You're going to define the text box width, and then you're going to type the content. You're going to format as needed by using the text control, and then you're going to click outside to close it. Okay, I write it down here. Click outside to close it because some people don't know where to click. Click it on the canvas, please. And then of course editing text, you'll double click. You will double click on the text, highlight the words, use the formatting tab, and then click. Please click outside to exit or close it. Okay. Hatch basic command is your hatch, H-A-T-C-H. Your steps are select boundary, choose pattern, adjust the scale, and assign the layer. So your common patterns are in the lab, of course, ARKRSHKE, and then your brick is going to be your patch patterns on in this lab, okay? And here is the source identified. So that's it for this chapter.